Finally, Jujutsu Kaisen is back after almost 2 years since Season 2. Even though there was no change in director, the first 2 episodes already look incredible. The level is completely different from Season 2, and many people are asking what happened. If the director didn't change, how is it possible that Jujutsu Kaisen looks so different in so little time? The answer is not just animation. Several factors make this season feel different. From the darker narrative focus after Shibuya to the production time. Even though the director is the same, he now has the freedom and resources to fully realize his vision, and you can see that in every scene. That's why in today's video we are going to analyze all the reasons Jujutsu Kaisen looks so different and so good now. To understand why Season 3 looks so good, we need to look back at Season 1 and 2. Season 1, released in 2020, made a big impact. It was especially strong in action clarity and energy, but aesthetically, it wasn't always consistent. The director back then, Sungo Park, was very talented with fight scenes. He knew how to arrange shots, time the hits, and make action flow well. Every fight had weight and dynamism, which made Season 1 a hit among action fans. But visually, it wasn't on the same level. Backgrounds, effects, and composition would feel messy. Park's priority was action, not consistent aesthetic. That doesn't mean Season 1 looked bad. There were many great moments, and each fight has its own rhythm and energy. Compared to Season 3, however, the focus was on action execution, not the complete visual experience. Season 2 brought the biggest change. Shota Sono became the director, but the Thai calendar limited his idea. Still, Season 2 started showing Sono's style. Camera angles were bolder, more experimental, but his full potential wasn't unleashed. Some episodes show improvements in fight direction, shot composition, and details, but the lack of time made progress partial. Even so, Jujutsu Kaisen started gaining a more defined with his own visual language, not just relying on fight impact. Now with Season 3, the difference is massive. From Episode 1, every scene feels carefully plain. Fights are smoother, but also backgrounds, composition, lighting, and color effects show coherence and attention to detail unseen before. The anime doesn't just rely on fights anymore. It has a solid and aesthetic pleasure structure. Every shot, every moment, and every contrast is designed to maximize the tension and atmospheres. The darker tone of the story also helps. Season 1 had humor to balance action. Season 2 had the Shibuya incident, and Season 3 after Shibuya takes a much more serious and darker approach. This affects narrative and how visuals are perceived. More saturated colors, deeper shadows, dramatic shots. Each scene now has weight and presence. The story allows the director to experiment with bolder shots without feeling out of place. If we talk about why Season 3 looks so good, we have to mention again Shota Sono. This video isn't about his career, but we need to understand his influence as a director. In Season 2, he couldn't fully realize his vision because of the calendar. Now in Season 3, he has both control and time, and you can see that in every scene. Sono is an unconventional director. He constantly experiments with shots, angles, composition, and he doesn't follow standard formulas. Every scene has its own rhythms and approach. When directing a fight, he doesn't just make hits look good. He thinks about how the camera follows the action, how characters move in space, and how light and shadows affect tension and atmosphere. Episode 1 showed this clearly. We saw 3D animation, weight, clarity, and emotion. Few directors achieve this under traditional or time limit conditions. In the first 2 episodes, Sono directed personally, did the storyboards, and even the opening of the season. Directing and storyboarding are different things. Storyboard defines how each shot looks, how the character moves, how lighting, backgrounds, and effects combine. Sono doing both means the artistic vision isn't lost in translation. Everything on screen reflects his decision. He also works closely with his team. When he can direct an episode, his team executes his vision properly. This maintains visual consistency throughout the season. He's not just directing Jujutsu Kaisen, he's redefining the whole experience. Thanks to his style, every scene has clarity and energy. Season 3 transformed from a well-animated action anime into a cinematic experience in television anime. Even though we aren't analyzing his career fully, it's clear that it's the main factor in the visual leap. Not just because he's talent, but because now he has the time, freedom, and a team to execute his vision fully. Season 2 couldn't achieve that. This combination of talent, planning, and creative control makes Season 3 the most visually striking yet. One key reason Season 3 looks so good is production time and creative freedom. Season 2 has a very bad calendar. Tight deadlines meant potential couldn't be fully realized. Even then, results were impressive. The team talent was there, just limited. Now, we are seeing the project true potential. Time allows planning, coordination, and execution as needed. a wider calendar makes a huge difference. Tight deadlines force animators and directors to make fast decisions, prioritize certain scenes, and sometimes simplify action. If the animation is good, composition, angles, pacing, and effects don't reach their full potential under pressure. In Season 3, Gojo Sono and his team planned each episode with time to spare. From storyboard to direction, every movement feels natural, fluid, and impactful. Creative freedom is also key. Gojo Sono likes to experiment with composition, angles, and lighting. In Season 2, time problems limited this. Now, with enough time, he explored all his ideas. The opening shows his complete artistic vision. Season 3 gives a visual and narrative leap that isn't just better animation or effects. There are a lot of factors combined. Gojo Sono's direction, his approach to composition, angles, lighting, and color, time planning, and coordination let him fully realize his vision. Thanks to all of this, Season 3 is going to be one of the greatest visual spectacles in anime history.